And hello everybody, welcome back to Anno 1800 campaign, and hopefully we are in the grand finale of this beautiful campaign that we are right now. So we still have the contract expedition that is now ongoing in the background, so there's nothing really we can do. However, what we can do is we can still work a bit on our defenses against Miss Hunt. And right, we do have quite a lot of ships here of Miss Hunt, so what we need to actually do is we need to go to the offensive here, because every time we destroy one of her ships, obviously she is going to just rebuild them, and we never really are at peace with her. So let's take back our island up here, and then we're going for a bit of a bigger offensive against her fleet and take them out one by one. So my ships are on the way now. What we can also do is we can just go for another man of war there, and that's exactly what we need to do. Also, the expedition has returned. Let's have a look what they have to say. After weeks of trials and tribulations, your expedition comes home safe. You finally have your hands on the prosperity contract. Now, there's a chance of clearing your father's name, and in doing so, preventing the outbreak of war between Isabel Sarmento and the Queen, and we get the prosperity contract.
To beat the Perforians at their own game.
Well done, eldest. You have served both Isabel and the Empire greatly.
I hope so.
Isabel Sarmento, Her Royal Highness the Queen requires you to give up your iniquitous seizure of prosperity, an island which by no means...
Oh, do stop, Archie. Is this tiny fleet all I have to sink to get my island back?
Maybe nothing need be sunk at all, Majesty.
Who are you to speak up without permission?
This is one of the good children I mentioned. A little forward, but surprisingly helpful so far.
Regard here, Your Majesty. The prosperity contract and our father's diary. The signatures do not match. And now compare with a freight document by our Uncle Edvard. Do you see? He forged the signature in order to impersonate father.
So, Edvard is the traitor? I certainly never authorized that silly Billy to act on my behalf. I declare the contract null and void.
Then we too were betrayed. We will leave prosperity immediately, Your Majesty.
Then, I suppose we'll not be sinking any ships today? Not even as a deterrent?
Terribly sorry, Your Majesty, but I fear not.
Well, in that case, I hereby declare prosperity returned to the good children to compensate the dead father, thereby ensuring Miss Sarmento and co. are safe from this Perforian nuisance.
They are more than a nuisance, and they will never accept this. You must be careful.
We hear you, Isabel, but first we return to Bright Sands and confront Uncle Edvard. His wicked masquerade is over.
I am sorry you had to go through all this just to have justice.
For the first time in my life, I know freedom.
I sense you have news.
Edvard was the cause of all our grief. To see his face when he discovers we know.
Edvard is behind this? He's pathetic. Whatever the punishment, the damage to Edvard is already done.
And with that, we enter chapter 4, the torch passes. So we now have proof of Edward's wrongdoings.
Edvard is as good as dead to me.
His betrayal to the family cannot be forgotten.
Edvard, I told you he was rotten as a fig.
We confront Edvard this instant. I have so very many words for him.
Moving to coordinates.
Game saved.
Alright. Contract of sale for the Island of Prosperity from your trading post to Edward. Deliver that. From my trading post, prosperity awarded to good siblings. War between Queen and rebel Sarmenta over prosperity prevented. Good siblings find proof of Samuel's innocence in indisputable guilt for their uncle. Scoundrel Edward found to have sold prosperity to Isabel unlawfully.
Fleet moving in convoy.
We have lots of ships ready, so not only Edward but also Miss Hunt. Both of them are going to meet their justice. Now, Edward is here, deliver contract for sale, and I think we need to go back to the New World. And here, is that prosperity? Oh, is the contract actually in here? No, I think it's in one of my... Oh, wait a second, there was the expedition. I think we got it here. Or not. Where is the contract? One of them has to have the contract. And actually, when I go over the mission, it says that one of my ships has it, but I don't see that. There's no contract here. There should have been one. And there's no contract here. Perhaps in Prosperity, which belongs to us now, or perhaps in one of those ships. Crates. So let's have a look over there. Let's send my frigate there. Frigates are fast, so we can see that right away. And while we wait for that, let's go back to the old world. Let's see. Over here, perhaps. There it is. Right. It's in Ditchwater. The contract. And let's get the contract over there to Bright Sands.
Steersman.
Just here. And there we're going. And while my ship is on its way, my battle fleet is on its way for Mouse Moor. Because we have to take back the island there. Even though there's nothing on this island, so it's not really important or anything, you know. There is a marketplace. One marketplace. I don't know why she's not doing anything else. Lots of storage here. But no defenses. And my fleet is coming in. Look at that. Beautiful. I absolutely love those ships when they're coming in there. Absolutely beautiful.
Fleet awaiting orders.
Now let's see. My frigate is actually coming in there, and while we start the attack, the first fire.
Fleet, engage.
And let's engage into full combat into that harbor. And I just love the sound of those ship of the lines. And then we start the takeover. Beautiful. I'm actually going to lose my last gunship, I think. Or gunboat, but it's fine. Who needs them, right? The schooner over here will also be soon forgotten. And there she's lost the warehouse. And they should give up now. They should turn in. Hopefully, somehow. The schooner is still there. Now the schooner's gone. I think now we can do it.
Fleet, prepare to fire. That was but a shadow.
Those are some brave people there. Okay, now finally they give up and we conquer it. So we got Mouse Moor. And with that, of course, this time we're not going to, you know, stay idle around here now and wait for her to gather some power again. We do have money. Can we buy shares? Oh no, we definitely cannot buy shares. Let's also have some propaganda here again. Minus 30% for the consumption. And let's also get a bit of money there. Who doesn't like to get a bit of money there, having a positive balance? And let's turn in our contract.
What do you do here at the family crypt, Edvard? Do you vaunt your betrayal?
What are you talking about, child? Only words between brothers, that's all.
Liar! You are the picture of regret.
From the moment I saw you, I knew it meant trouble.
Enough! It was you who sold prosperity for the Porphorians. You forged Father's signature. You sentenced him to death. But now, the sentence is on you, Uncle.
I knew this would happen. I was just saying to your father, I'll never come up to him, not even having sacrificed it all. He never understood the pain of my life in his shadow.
You don't understand pain. Real pain.
I can't be scared, no more than I am already. The Porphorians are pure evil. I thought I had control of this frightful arrangement, but when they murdered Samuel, I realized a day would come that they came for me too. The day they purge this decaying empire with fire and flame.
But another tiresome prophet of doom, Archie. How dreary.
Lo and behold, Her Majesty. Finally, I become worthy of her notice.
Well, momentarily at least. Mr. Edvard Good, you are to be placed under house arrest in Bright Sands until the time of your trial.
Yes, guilty as charged.
And your guilt shall long outlive you, Uncle. Look what you've done to our family.
There will be punishment. But Edvard has suffered from the day Samuel died.
All right.
As savior in the new world, Her Majesty agrees that you should host this prestigious trial.
Oh no! What is this?
Once built, your court of justice shall inaugurate a new era of peace and prosperity for Empire.
Why is it placed here? I thought I could place the Court of Justice.
A true devil is loose. It must be vanquished.
All right.
I will indulge not one of the 1,000 apologies I presume he has ready.
Fleet en route.
Ship under attack.
I'm a bit confused right now. Why is the Court of Justice all of a sudden being prematurely built over there? I cannot control where I want to build it, really. That is a bit disappointing. At least we got a few ships of Miss Hunt down here. And we need to be on our toes there. So down here she's got lots of islands with little defense. I'm not going to take her main island here. That's way too strong. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sail over here, as you can see. So here. And then I take her islands one by one, because none of them have any defenses on them. So that's what we want to do, and our battle fleet here is on its way now, taking a bit of time, of course. Ship of the Lines are slow ships. They have strong firepower, but boy, they are slow. So it's going to take up the time. And while that is happening, let's have a look back at Ditchwater. Now in Ditchwater, for some reasons, the freaking Court of Justice here has been placed over here by the computer. So that wasn't me. I wanted to have it here. For God's sake. I actually placed this one here. Alright, so here now there is our Court of Justice, and I absolutely don't like this location. I mean, at least we could probably make it beautiful. And what I can see is that here's the entrance.
May I express my gratitude for your sterling work preserving peace on the continent.
So let's get rid of those buildings here, because I want to have at least a few ornaments around it. You know, we can't just have a Court of Justice here without any ornaments. My fleet is still on its way. And over here now, let's see. First of all, we do of course need to have some paved roads here, and I will also really want to upgrade those guys here. The problem is, yeah, marketplace is far away, so let's also have those guys here removed. You know, just around the Court of Justice now we have a few parks then here and there. You know, so we want to keep this beautiful here. It's a monumental building, and so it should look like one and also be surrounded. like that. So let's get rid of that street here. Here we're going to have the entrance, from what I can see. Let's have a little path here, like so. And around it here, we're going to have some gardens. And over here and here, paved roads everywhere once again. Just like that. Beautiful. Whoa, not like that, of course. Let's get rid of that. Now, what do we need to do for the Court of Justice? Let's have a look there. 100 timber, 50 steel beams. Oh, lots of workers. We don't have them. Start the phase anyway. So it's just going to take a bit longer. And what we should also have here is a warehouse for now. We can't allow them. So that poor fellow here, I think... yes, he's going down to the harbor now. So he didn't reroute there because I have now the warehouse there. So he's going to take the long route. No problem though. I'm going to take a bit longer here. We do need, however, a bit more workforce for the workers. So we are quite negative there right now. Let's see what we can do. Over here we can have them. And we should, because this is the river side here. And the river side should look beautiful. I can't allow that to look in any case shady or something like that. So let's just have lots of workers in this area there. Also those guys here we can still upgrade. Very good. This one, let's get rid of this one here. We don't need all the buildings here all the time. We do need a few workers though still. So over here we still have a bit of room. So let's just have a few more. Also here and here to balance this. To balance the problem that we have way too few farmers. The problem though is also that I have lots of farmers here in this town. Look at that. 2 full wings full with farmers.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
And it's still not enough. Alright, so 167 we still need. I mean, the courthouse does take a lot of them. That's the problem. Now, we're building the courthouse here finally. Let's have a look at my ships. Over here they are. And we can continue on our way down here to Mrs. Hunt next island. And they're on their way. I think... Oh, this island still doesn't belong to me. So Bright Sands will soon belong to me, of course. And I think there was the other quest here. Build mounted guns. Arendt has the feeling a darker threat is looming over the horizon. He asks you to prepare for whatever may happen by improving your harbor defenses. My harbor defenses, I think. We do have quite the defense here, but, well, whatever. We have 140 influence. So let's just have some mounted guns. He wishes mounted guns, right? Yes, mounted guns. And we can afford them, even though we don't have that much timber. Right, yes. So here we can fit in 1 mounted gun, and then we're going to have a second one here. This is actually looking pretty cool. So here we just need now 10 timber coming up already. And then we have a good defense there for Ditchwater. I still really love the name. And down here we have the main fleet. Main fleet is now coming in on Havisham. Let's look at the radius there. So I'm going to send them here. You know, I can see that they're actually at the moment really slow because they're sailing against the wind. The wind is coming from here. So if I would go in here like this now, they would be incredible slow when they come into Havisham because they are sailing against the wind. So I want to have them over here and then they can sail in much faster because they have the wind on their side again a bit. That's what we want. Right, otherwise I would lose probably a ship there, and I really don't want to lose a ship of the line. Yeah, spank the witch. We're doing that. Mounted gun, the second one. There we finish the quest, and another ship of the line is ready for service. A beauty. Pharaoh. And there's also a quest.
Take it before I change my mind.
We've so much, Guff. Even my orphans are plump. Little Ollie just this morning told me, "Sir, can I not have some more? Poor things gave me this for you." Oh no. What do I get?
We'll raise a glass to you, Gav.
An extended schooling act. Increases happiness for workers. Oh, that's not so bad, is it? Here in this worker district. And with the beautiful church there, we should also start beautifying those buildings there. Because they look amazing. So we definitely want to do that. Beautiful. And this is, by the way, a modded building. I love how good the modded buildings look. Lots of details. You cannot extinguish them from the other normal buildings here. That's pretty cool. Now, here we have the church, and for this church I really do want to have some paved roads around it. And what we also have here is a bit of patch of green there, and let's just have, yeah, temperate growth. Actually, wait a second, what we also should have here is a well for the horses, so let's have 2 wells here. And then a kiosk, so people, a newsstand, people can purchase something here, right? And then, yeah, some apple trees around it. Why not? Something in front of the churchyard here, just how we want it. There is another patch of green, very good. But of course, we shouldn't focus too much on apple trees right now. We have cities to conquer, islands to conquer. Let's see. Now we're in the right position. The wind, it has changed, unfortunately. So right now we're sailing fully against the wind. So it doesn't matter in this case here. Look at how slow they are.
Friends of mine should strive to be exceptional.
Exceptional, and he's actually arguing that I'm not good to him.
Tasteful.
Let's try and increase our reputation there with them. Let's get a peace treaty with N. Guess we have to pay quite a bit. Oh, that's fine. 5,000 is perfectly fine.
We all want you to...
The words make me wonder.
He would have... Ooh, he would even go for peace... 140. You are kidding.
Pig crap.
No, and I don't even have to look at Miss Hunt to know that she's unimpressed with my flattery. She was always quite immune to my charm. Alright, in this case, let's show our charm and attack Havisham. Against the wind, but we can still do it. Beautiful. A full volley of ship of the lines coming in here.
Enemy target established.
No chance, and I'm not even losing a ship there. Right, there we took it. There's actually some loot. Let's have a look at the loot there.
You will not spoil my plans.
And every islander we take, of course, makes her extremely weaker there. Oh, and that was a mistake on her side. Sending a ship of the line right into that one here. That was stupid. Sorry, Miss Hunt, but that wasn't a smart move. Got some red pepper there, some steel beams. Oh, pigs. I don't need pigs. More pigs. Something that we don't need. That's fine. Very good. That island here and this one here. This is a price. This one has some production on it. This was a rather small island here. Not much worth behind it. But this one here is going to be much better if we take this one. So let's send our fleet over there. And while that is happening, finish the Court of Justice. Is almost finished. The foundation that we have here. And yep, there is a fire somewhere. Oh, yes, that is a fire. And in Paul's Haven, I mean, no problem. It's just a farmer village for hops, you know, and we still have enough farm workforce. But this is what happens when you don't plant a fire station, and we haven't done that. So yes, this is something you definitely should do. And if you forget it like I did now, then this happens. We should also have a police station here. But this is looking much worse than it actually is. So no problem.
Done.
And there's the foundation finished. Finish the face.
Yeah, I think
and boom. And just look at how beautiful this building is going to be. Next phase, let's start it. Steel beams, bricks, and workers.
I am sorry you had to go through all this just to have justice.
Well, that's fine. Did we get a present now? I think we got a present. Oh, lily gardens. That is something we can definitely use. I think we can actually use those lily gardens here then with the Court of Justice, right? White, the color of...
We want to forge something new.
Where is it?
Away from the old.
White, the color of innocence, and in front of the court of justice, that might be a very good garden. There it is. And it fits very good. On both sides we can have it. We are so going to have it. Or here. Coming up then to the court. Might also be a good location for it. Decorated light posts. Christmas standing. That's still from the Christmas DLC, so nothing that we need here, but beautiful. I love it. I love those monuments when you see them in different statuses of the building, of the construction. And this is just exactly what we want there. Beautiful. Alright, let's get up here again. And an escort quest for 13,000 by Archie, we don't need that. What we want though is, because I think about poor Ellie here all the time in this prison cell, or on this prison island, and they must smell bad, so let's send them some soap again. This case, 200 soap, 4 full stacks. And also select in the New World Prosperity. Oh, she's giving me something there, okay. Right, so that's something. And the fire has been extinguished. So let's rebuild the farmhouses there. And let's go into attack formation.